You can't cut down large trees in Austin without a permit, something a South Austin business found out the hard way. The owner now faces a fine and must remove the cut down trees from a nearby creek. KITV's Greg Watson is live where all of this started. So, Greg, why were these trees cut down in the first place?
The owner of Capital City Auto Parts tells me the homeless lived in those trees and they would break into his building after his workers went home for the night. Now, he admits he didn't know to get a permit, but says he was just trying to protect what is his.
If they try to break in here, possibly we can get them on the video.
Rob Armand has owned Capital City Auto Parts for 28 years. And for most of those years, he says he's taken on thieves who are taking his metal and his profits.
Now it's getting to where if this continues, I'm going to start letting some people go.
So to save his business, he cut down trees where he says thieves were making a home. Rob says he didn't know he had to get a city permit to cut down the trees on his own property.
What I instructed my employee was clear out all the cedar trees. I didn't have a clue that cedar trees are protected.
We have strict criteria to follow no matter which excuse is being used.
The city says a tip about auto fluids being released into nearby South Boggy Creek led investigators to the area. Investigators say that is when they noticed more than 100 trees had been cut down, a possible violation of Austin's land development code. The city says it also noticed fencing and cars along the South Boggy Creek floodplain. The more than 100 trees the city says were cut down are also placed too close to what investigators say is the danger zone in a heavy rain. Rob agreed to move the vehicles to keep fluids from leaking into the creek, but he is facing a fine of almost $1,500 for cutting the trees down. Now, if you're having work done on your property, the city says to file a site plan. That way you can keep up with the latest rules and ordinances. Now, we've put a link to the city's website on our website, weareaustin.com. Just look for my story and click on the big blue eye. That's our story live here in South Austin tonight. Greg Watson, KITV News.
Now, the city did tell us this investigation is not yet over, and a decision on whether to take more action against Capital City Auto Parts will be made later on.